Have you ever ignored someone and suddenly they reacted stronger than ever? With narcissists, silence is never silent. It's a language they interpret in a very specific and often explosive way. Many people believe that simply ignoring a narcissist will make them go away. But what if I told you that in their minds, your silence is a direct challenge? Today, we're going to explore the deep psychological differences between ignoring and blocking a narcissist. This isn't about winning a game, it's about reclaiming your peace and understanding which strategy truly protects your mind and your future. To understand why these actions have such a profound effect, we first need to look inside the narcissistic mind. Imagine someone who needs constant admiration and attention to feel real, almost like they need emotional oxygen to breathe. This is what psychologists call narcissistic supply. It's not just a preference. It's a deep-seated psychological dependency. They rely on your reactions, good or bad, to validate their existence and their sense of superiority. Your praise, your anger, your arguments, even your tears, all serve as a mirror reflecting the grand image they have of themselves. When you take that mirror away, you're not just making them feel unseen. You're threatening their very psychological structure. An ordinary person might feel hurt by silence and reflect on what they did wrong. But for a narcissist, your silence is not a moment for self-reflection. It's a profound injury to their ego, a direct wound that they must immediately find a way to soothe. So, what happens on a psychological level when you decide to ignore them? When you stop replying to their texts, answering their calls, or engaging with their provocations, you create a vacuum of information. This uncertainty is something a narcissistic personality cannot tolerate. Their mind races to fill in the blanks, not with self-doubt, but with a desperate need to regain control of the narrative. This is why ignoring often leads to an escalation of their behavior. They might start what's called a hoovering campaign, trying to suck you back in with sudden kindness, apologies that sound too good to be true, or reminders of the good times. They might pivot to guilt-tripping, telling you how much you're hurting them or accusing you of being cruel. Or they might try to provoke you with subtle jabs or public posts designed to get a reaction. In their world, any response, even an angry one, is better than the deafening silence of your indifference. Ignoring is psychologically potent because it creates an anxiety-fueled obsession in their mind. They become fixated on solving the puzzle of your silence. However, this strategy is only effective if you can maintain complete emotional detachment. If you are still checking their social media or feeling a jolt of anxiety every time your phone buzzes, you haven't truly disengaged. Your nervous system is still tethered to them, and they can often sense that. True ignoring is a state of mind, not just a lack of action. Now let's talk about blocking. Blocking is a definitive, digital age boundary. It's not a silent treatment, it's a slammed door. Psychologically, a narcissist interprets blocking not as your need for peace, but as their ultimate loss of control. It's a declaration that you have seized power in the dynamic. This can trigger what is known as narcissistic rage. Because you've removed all direct avenues of communication, they may feel cornered and infuriated. This rage needs an outlet, and since they can't direct it at you anymore, they often turn to others. This is when smear campaigns can begin. They may start telling mutual friends, family, or colleagues a distorted version of events where they are the victim and you are the unstable, cruel antagonist. They will paint a picture of themselves as someone who was abandoned without reason. Blocking is a powerful tool for your own protection, especially when your safety or mental health is at immediate risk. It's a non-negotiable statement that says, my well-being is more important than your need for access to me. While it can lead to external drama, it provides immediate internal relief. It stops the constant influx of their attempts to manipulate you and gives your nervous system a chance to finally calm down and begin to heal. So, we arrive at the core question, which is psychologically stronger, ignoring or blocking? Let's break it down. Ignoring attacks the narcissist's ego. It sends the message you are so irrelevant that you are not even worthy of a response. It chips away at their sense of importance and can create a long, drawn-out psychological battle as they try to re-engage you. It's a slow burn designed to make them confront their own insignificance in your life. Blocking, on the other hand, protects your nervous system. It sends the message, I am choosing my peace over your presence. It's an act of self-preservation. It doesn't necessarily wound their ego in the same way, because they can spin the narrative that you blocked them out of weakness or instability. But it effectively severs the connection that allows them to dysregulate your emotions. The strongest move isn't about what hurts them more, it's about what heals you most. If you are emotionally resilient and detached, and the person is not a direct threat, ignoring can be a powerful way to assert your indifference. It allows them to witness their own slow fade into your past. But if you are still emotionally raw, if their messages still trigger anxiety, or if there is any concern for your safety, blocking is the wiser and stronger choice. It provides the clean break necessary for you to begin the real work of healing without constant interference. The goal is not to punish them with your silence, but to protect yourself with your boundaries. Ultimately, the choice between ignoring and blocking is a personal one, based on your specific situation and your emotional state. But here is the most important truth, the one that truly sets you free. The real power isn't found in the act of ignoring or blocking. The real power is achieved when their reaction to being ignored or blocked no longer affects you. It's that moment when you hear they're angry, or trying to win you back, or spreading rumors, and you feel nothing, not anger, not sadness, not even satisfaction. Just a calm, centered peace. That is the moment you know you have truly taken your power back. It's when their behavior no longer controls your emotional system. Your focus shifts from managing them to nurturing yourself. The game ends not when they stop playing, but when you simply walk off the court and refuse to play anymore. Your energy is a precious resource. The ultimate goal is to invest it back into yourself, your healing, and the life you deserve to build, far away from their shadow. Thank you for watching. If this conversation was helpful, please consider liking and subscribing for more insights into navigating complex relationships and reclaiming your emotional freedom. Your journey to peace is the most important one you will ever take.